The Pixel 10 series is just around the corner, and thanks to a new leak, we now have a good idea of what to expect in terms of design and weight. According to Android headlines, Google may be making some subtle yet noticeable changes to the upcoming Pixel 10 lineup, and the most surprising part is that all four models could be heavier than before. Let's go over the leaked details. The Pixel 10 series will include four models: the standard Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, Pixel 10 Pro XL, and the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. The new leak reveals full dimensions and weights for each of these devices. At first glance, the changes seem small, but they may actually impact how the phones feel in your hand and whether older accessories like cases will still fit. Here are the leaked sizes and weights for the upcoming Pixel 10 series. The Pixel 10 is expected to measure 150 to 0.8 x 70 to 0.0 x 8.6 millimeters and weigh 204 grams. The Pixel 10 Pro shares the same dimensions, 150 to 0.8 x 70 to 0.0 x 8.6 millimeters, but is slightly heavier at 207 grams. The larger Pixel 10 Pro XL comes in at 160 to 0.8 x 76.6 x 8.5 millimeters and weighs a noticeable 232 grams. As for the foldable model, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold measures 155.2 x 150.4 x 5.2 millimeters when unfolded, and 155.2 x 76.3 x 10.8 millimeters when folded, with a total weight of 258 grams. Now, if you remember the Pixel 9 series, you'll know that the Pixel 10 and Pixel 10 Pro have almost the same height and width as their predecessors. But there's one small difference: they are about 0.1 millimeters thicker and 6 to 8 grams heavier. It might not sound like much, but for people used to slimmer and lighter phones, this extra weight could be noticeable, especially during long use. Moving to the Pixel 10 Pro XL, its dimensions are exactly the same as the Pixel 9 Pro XL. However, the weight is up by 11 grams, which is nearly a 5% increase. This is not a huge number, but when you're dealing with smartphones, even a few extra grams can affect comfort and usability. So why is Google increasing the weight? It's hard to say for sure, but it's likely due to slightly larger batteries, updated camera hardware, or internal reinforcements, and this could actually be a good thing. Many users have said they prefer a bigger battery, even if it makes the phone a little heavier and thicker. In fact, there's an ongoing debate among users: would you rather have a slimmer phone with poor battery life, or a slightly bulkier phone that lasts longer? Now let's talk about the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, the most interesting device in this lineup. Unlike Samsung, which is trying to make its foldables thinner and lighter with each generation, Google seems to be taking a different approach. The new Pixel 10 Pro Fold is slightly narrower when folded and a bit wider when unfolded. It's also 0.1 millimeters thicker when unfolded and 0.3 millimeters thicker when folded compared to the previous version. This is the opposite of what Samsung is doing with its Galaxy Z Fold 7, which is expected to be thinner than before. As for weight, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is 1 gram heavier than its predecessor, but that difference is so small it probably won't be felt in daily use. Still, it's an interesting decision by Google to not follow the trend of going lighter and slimmer. It's important to note that none of these dimensions or weights are confirmed yet. They come from leaks and may still change slightly before the official launch, but given the consistency of past leaks, these numbers are probably close to final. What does all this mean for Pixel fans? If you're already using a Pixel 9 or older model, you may need to buy new cases or accessories, since even a 0.1 millimeter size change can prevent older cases from fitting perfectly. And if you prefer lightweight phones, you may need to adjust to a slightly heavier experience this year. The design itself is not expected to change drastically. From the outside, the Pixel 10 series will probably look very familiar, which suggests that the changes are more about internal improvements and refinements rather than flashy redesigns. Google is set to officially unveil the Pixel 10 series on August 20th during its annual Made by Google event. That's when we'll get all the confirmed details, including specs, pricing, and more. One thing's for sure, the Pixel 10 series is shaping up to be a subtle evolution rather than a revolutionary change, but for many users, that might be exactly what they want.